Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which is called Benny and Rusty's Last Race. In the quiet town of Pineville, everyone knew Rusty. He was a sleek, copper-colored border collie with boundless energy and a playful spirit that made him a local favorite. Rusty belonged to an old man named George, a retired postman who had raised him from a pup. George didn't move as fast as he used to, but Rusty? He was a blur. Every morning, he'd sprint around the local park, chasing squirrels and zooming through homemade obstacle courses that George built just for fun. Children cheered when Rusty raced by. Dog owners admired his grace and speed. But there was one event Rusty lived for more than any other, the annual Pineville Dog Derby. It was a friendly race for dogs of all breeds, held every spring. Rusty had won 3 years in a row, not because he was the biggest or strongest, but because he was the smartest, swiftest, and happiest dog on the field. George would always say, "Go get him, Rusty," right before the race. And Rusty would wag his tail, lean forward, and fly like the wind. But this year, things were different. Rusty was getting older. His muzzle was turning gray, and his legs didn't move quite as fast. George saw it, though he tried to hide his concern. "You've still got it, boy," he whispered one morning, rubbing Rusty's back. Rusty wagged his tail, but even he seemed to know this would be his last race. The buzz around town was louder than ever that spring. A new dog had moved to Pineville, a young German shepherd named Blitz. He was big, strong, and fast, trained by a professional handler who wore sleek sunglasses and spoke in sharp commands. "He's going to crush everyone," people whispered. Even Rusty. George heard the talk, but he didn't say anything. He just gave Rusty a pat and said, "Doesn't matter who wins. You run with heart." Race day arrived. The sun was bright, the crowd excited, and the field was filled with barking, wagging, bouncing dogs. Rusty stood at the starting line, shoulders relaxed, tongue hanging out. Blitz stood 2 spots over, intense and focused, barely glancing at the other dogs. The whistle blew. They were off. Rusty ran with everything he had. His legs pumped, his ears streamed back, and for a few shining seconds, it was like he was 2 years younger. He weaved through cones, leapt over hurdles, and followed George's cheers like a guiding light. But Blitz was fast, incredibly fast. By the final turn, Blitz was ahead by several strides. Rusty's chest heaved. His legs trembled. Still, he didn't stop. In the final stretch, Blitz looked back. Maybe he expected to see no one. But there was Rusty, still coming, still pushing. Blitz crossed the finish line first. Rusty came in second. The crowd clapped politely. Some even stood to cheer for Rusty, touched by his determination. George knelt down, wrapped his arms around him, and whispered, "I've never been prouder." And Rusty, even with his tired body, wagged his tail. After the race, reporters gathered around Blitz and his handler. Cameras flashed, people congratulated them, and a shiny medal was hung around Blitz's neck. But something strange happened. Blitz didn't look happy. He looked distracted. He kept glancing over at Rusty, who was lying in the grass with George, receiving gentle rubs and quiet praise. The next morning, Pineville's local newspaper came out. The headline wasn't what people expected. Rusty, the heart of the Derby. The article wasn't about the fastest dog. It was about the oldest, bravest one, the dog who gave everything, not for medals, but for love and joy. It included a photo of George and Rusty, their heads leaning together, peaceful and proud. That same afternoon, Blitz's handler came by George's house. "Mind if we say hello?" he asked. George nodded. Blitz trotted forward and gently lay down next to Rusty, offering a soft whine, almost like an apology or a compliment. Rusty lifted his head and licked Blitz's ear once, then rested again. "They said you used to deliver mail with Rusty when he was young," the handler said. "Every house on this street," George replied with a smile. "He knew the route better than I did." The 2 dogs lay side by side for a while as the sun began to set. That summer, Rusty retired from racing, but not from life. He still walked with George, slower now, but with the same joy in every step. Children still came by to pet him. Blitz often visited too, not as a rival, but as a friend. And when autumn arrived, and Rusty passed peacefully in his sleep under the old oak tree in George's backyard, the entire town remembered him not just as a champion, but as something greater, a symbol of loyalty, heart, and a spirit that never quit, no matter the odds. If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.